Longtime partners have turned into new, bitter rivals. The company that made Sriracha a household name is parted ways with their longtime pepper grower. The parting of ways, however, was not pretty. Rather than focus on the courtroom drama, let's turn our attention to what is now the reality. There's another choice among the now many Sriracha sauces out there. What makes this Sriracha, however, different is that we know the source of those peppers. They were the core fuel that built a multi-million-dollar industry, and the incumbent leader has been forced to scour the globe for pepper replacements. The questions we want to ask include: has the student become the master? Has the top dog slipped a little? Will my Sriracha satisfaction ever be the same? In this competition, we want to declare a winner. So in order to do that, we will need to establish a criteria by which to judge these two sauces. Round 1 will be about consistency. Round 2 will be about pricing. Round 3 will compare initial taste. Rounds 4, 5, and 6 will be all about food pairings. Each round has a maximum of 5 points. Let's begin.
Okay, just how viscous are these two sauces? Here's the challenge. Both these sauces have been in the refrigerator, which is typically where I keep them, and they thicken up a little bit in the refrigerator. When they are warm, they're a lot more runny than they are now. So the reason I have the tops off, and you'll see obviously we've got two different size tops here. That's a challenge, but because these two tops are different, when you squeeze this out, this is a twist here, whereas this one is just a pressure release. So they come out differently, which I'll show you in a second. So just the raw sauces, we're going to try and see if we can't squeeze this one here and get this one ready to go, and just see which sauce really is thicker. So as you can see there, the Hufong Sriracha sauce is a bit thicker than the Underwood Ranch's Sriracha sauce, just by nature. Why is that important? Well, when you're putting it on things, you don't want a runny sauce to run all over the place. Now we put these tops back on, you'll be able to see how they're dispensed pretty evenly, being able to dispense them out of there. I find that the Underwood Ranch is, when it's a little warmer, it's a little runnier, and so it tends to give a lot more when you squeeze and a little less controllable. But there you have it. There's the two Sriracha sauces side by side with their viscosities and their tops.
Here's where we ended up with consistency. We rated the Hufong Sriracha at a 4.5 and the Underwood Ranch Sriracha at a 4.0. Consistency is key when you are dispensing a sauce, and it stays where you want it to stay. Say what you will about Hufong and their Sriracha. Simply put, their pricing is phenomenal. When you compare Srirachas out there, you're going to find a lot of Srirachas that are a lot more expensive, and this is where Underwood Ranch pretty much falls down in comparison to Hufong. Now, certainly they have not built up the 30-plus year distribution channel that Hufong has as a competitor to the market. When you go to the grocery store and you take a look at what some of the options are, you'll find that what I found, for instance, is like a Texas Pete. Now, it's very important to look at the ounces here. Texas Pete is an 18-ounce bottle, where Hufong Sriracha is a 17-ounce bottle and Underwood Ranch is a 16-ounce bottle. When you take the price per ounce, you're looking at a Texas Pete for around 14 cents an ounce. You're looking at a Hufong at about 16 cents an ounce, and Underwood Ranch comes in at a massive 43 cents per ounce. So pricing, as far as scoring there, we've got to give a 4.75 to Hufong, and unfortunately Underwood Ranch at this time, we're going to have to give you a 2. Round 3 is simply initial taste. Raw taste, out of the bottle, how does it taste? And what we found is that Hufong has a much simpler taste in the sense that you're tasting more of those chili peppers, where the word that comes to mind when most people initially taste Underwood Ranch is tangy. And that tangy taste actually comes from the vinegar that's been added. That's one of the ingredient differences we're going to talk a little bit about. So from just a pure taste standpoint, we rated Hufong at a 4 and Underwood Ranch initial taste at a 4.75. Some of the other comments we had is that the flavor lasts longer. It's more palatable. So this round was going to go to Underwood Ranch. Round 4 begins our pairings with different foods that you would use Sriracha with. Now we're going to begin with a simple burger. The burger has medium Tillamook cheddar cheese on it. We've added our Sriracha, and we added tomato, some fresh ground pepper. We do add some sauteed onions that have been sauteed with Worcestershire sauce. So we do have a competing flavor in there that we wanted to try. Then we're going to cut this burger in half and try it. What we found is that we really liked the taste of the Underwood Ranch with the burger, much more than it did the Hufong. So this round's going to go to Underwood Ranch with a 4.25 and the Hufong with a 3. Round 5. Here we have eggs. Now there's many ways to approach eggs with regard to Sriracha. We've used these small little already prepared eggs with bacon bits inside them, almost like an egg tart, I guess, if you will, but makes very simple eggs and a small little bit of bacon in there to be able to utilize these. On this particular round, hands down, this goes to Hufong. The flavor with eggs, the Hufong's Sriracha was meant for eggs. The vinegary taste that you get with the Underwood Ranch just doesn't simply seem to pair as well with eggs. So this round, Hufong a 4.5 and Underwood Ranch a 3.75. Our last and final pairing round is pizza. Now on this pizza, we went with a Pizza Hut pizza, and this is basically a meat lovers combined with vegetables. I mean, this is like 80% of the toppings you can buy from Pizza Hut. We really overloaded the pizza with competing flavors to see how the Srirachas would stand up. And how we felt about this one is pretty much the Underwood Ranch with that tanginess kind of cuts through the rest of the flavors there on the pizza. It is absolutely wonderful. So this round is going to go to Underwood Ranch with a 4.25 versus a Hufong with a 3.50. So here's our totals. We end up with Hufong with a 24.25, and Underwood Ranch comes just short with a 23. So what does that mean? Well, that means our final result is that Hufong is still the champ. The summary here is very simple. It is that its pairing with eggs is second to none, and it's really still the best bang for the buck. It is phenomenally priced, it's a great product, and it is going to be very difficult to displace by anybody in the near term. But where does it leave Underwood Ranch? Absolutely, it is a contender. If you take price out of the mix, this is a phenomenal product. And definitely when you pair this product with meat, that vinegary taste with the meat, I actually tried it separately with steak, top sirloin steak. Again, I did my own little comparison there rather than having multiple people. Much better than a Hufong. So when it comes to meats, this is definitely my choice of Sriracha for that. And that tang is not a spicy ketchup. It really is its own product. You do get that tang with the vinegar. but it's not a Tabasco either where you would have vinegar. It really stands on its own in many, many ways. So we could do comparisons with other products that use vinegar that claim to be a Sriracha, but in comparing these two, I'm really glad to see that Underwood Ranch did not go out and just try and create a clone of the Hufong Sriracha. That's not at all what they've done. They have really reached out and taken this to heart and created their own sauce. So the real final thoughts are here. There are two different sauces here. Pairing the sauce to what you're going to eat it with is really the key to how it's going to taste. The price per ounce is huge. The availability is huge too. You can walk in just about any supermarket, large supermarket, and find the Hufong sauce, and it's priced phenomenal. When you look at the ingredients here, what you're really finding is that there's a little bit of difference between the amount of sugar, the amount of whether it's distilled vinegar or not. It really does set them apart because they are not exactly the same recipe, if you will. So although those peppers are Hufong, use those peppers for 30 years, Hufong's going to be just fine with where they're sourcing their peppers. But Underwood Ranch has the potential, if they can get their distribution out there to the masses, they can get that price point to be more palatable, they have a phenomenal product. In fact, they don't have just one product, they've got 6. So they have a lot of plans on growing this. And we're going to try the other products that they put out and see how they stack up. And real excited about some of the things that they have to offer in these new and additional products. Thanks for watching.